Hello traders, good morning, good afternoon and good evening depending upon your time zone. My name is Muhammad Azim and welcome to ReadyForex.com New York Forex trading session. I'm going to present Elliot Wave Analysis and Forex Forecast. I mainly use Elliot Wave to trade and forecast the market. And for those who are interested to learn, you can check out my website. There are different ways to contact me. Now let's get started. First thing first, go over to the trading channel. Okay. Okay, let us take a look at some price charts and see what's going on. So this is the Euro USD currency pair. We got a hit, exact hit at the lower trend channel line. If you notice right over here. So I told you guys that price action is probably going to drop. I was actually expecting a shallow pullback, then a rally, and then a new low. But price action dropped swiftly earlier today. So now the way I see, market is probably going to change this downtrend. Okay. What I mean by that is it's quite possible that price action is now going to break out of this bearish trend channel. Okay. Now this is the forecast. In order to trade the market, you need a trading strategy. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to change the time frame. Go over to a different chart, like a 15 minutes time frame over here. Okay, this is the 15 minutes time frame of Euro USD currency pair. So a pullback, that's the expectation, and then a drop in price action. Now the way price action is behaving, it is quite possible that market is going to rise up. Okay. Next one is the US dollar index daily time frame. Overall, the is down, and the way I see market is going to move a little bit sideways. After that, I expect further weakness in price action of US dollar index. 4-hour time frame, we got the breakout above 97.4 level. This is a clear bullish breakout over here. It even took out this high as well. So now the way I see price action is going to show us some kind of a correction or a pullback. In other words, expect a drop in market first, and then price action is going to rise back up. So US dollar index, expect a decline first, and then probably market is going to print the second leg. The first leg looks over. Next one is the pound dollar currency pair. We got the close below 1.3600 level. We keep getting these spikes and these dojis over here. They shows an indecision in price action. The way I see, GBPUSD is going to rise up a little bit more before we actually get a sizable decline. Okay, so what I mean by that is market is probably going to rise up. I actually uploaded I think 1 hour ago a detailed GBP USD currency pair Elliot Wave analysis, a separate video. You can check it out on my YouTube channel. So I'm expecting the price action to rise up, okay, towards 1.3716 level in pound dollar currency pair. Next, let us take a look at 30 minutes time frame. Okay, earlier today when we were doing the London market session, I told you guys that these things usually break to the downside, and we got the drop in price action, but not a new low in market. So this is telling me that market wants to rise up first before it actually prints any new low. So the forecast is now bullish in GBP USD currency pair, and I expect the price action of pound dollar to rise up. Okay. Next one is the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar is trying to print a new high. It could fail as well. I mean, we have seen this happening multiple times. That price just missed the old swing high with the margin of 2 pips or 3 pips and then completely shows us a reversal. Now in daily time, 0.6589, that's the level. Let me zoom in a little bit. In fact, let's remove this Fibonacci retracement level, draw a simple horizontal trend line. So the high value that we have, let's go to a daily chart first. Okay, the highest high we got is 0.65895. Okay, so we go over here. Okay, 0.65895, this is the high, and price action is almost there to test this level. So far we got 0.6588, so 88 0.6588, so it's almost there, you know. If I go over to a smaller time frame like a 15 minutes chart, you see I think the way market is behaving, this is just 1 pip away or 1.5 pip away from this old swing high. So the way I see market is going to break higher. This means we are getting a wedge shape formation. A spot gold, yes, I will cover it. Stick around, I will cover the spot gold, okay? Okay, so this is telling me we got this is probably 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What I mean by that is we're getting a possible wedge shape pattern. This also means that expect a top, at least on a medium term basis, inside a USD currency pair as well. So if I zoom out a little bit, draw some lines. Okay, right over here. Let me draw some trend lines. Okay. Now there are some specific rules when it comes to Elliott wave. There are very specific rules to draw a trend line. You can't just draw a trend line whatever you feel comfortable with. You follow the exact rules to draw a particular trend line. So these are the 2 points over here, and then I'm going to extend this trend line. And then we have a lower trend line. So this looks like a wedge shape formation. Sometimes market provides you a false breakout. What I mean by that is price action take out this high, you know, something like this happens, and then we get a complete reversal in market. Sometimes price action just the upper trend line, and then you get a reversal in price action. Okay, so this looks like to me we are getting closer to that breakout, which is probably going to happen pretty soon in AUDUSD currency pair, because price action is almost there to, you know, take out the old swing high over here. So let's go back to the chart over here. So this is the highest high, 0.6589, and market is just 1 pip or 1.5 pip away. The high we got is 0.6588, so it's just 1.5 pip away. So I'm most likely going to get a false breakout. Okay, so the idea over here is market is going to fool traders. You expect a false breakout. Sometimes price just touch this upper trend line over here, and then you get a reversal in price action. Okay, there are different patterns when it comes to trading with Elliott Wave, but this is what the forecast says. Now we can't just jump into the market just because the forecast is telling us that expect a top. We use some kind of a a chart pattern or a trade setup to trade. Okay, next one is the NZDUSD currency pair, which is trying to rise up. Who knows, maybe NZD also wants to print a new high, something like this, but it's a bit, quite away from this high, so it's a little bit early a sign. I would prefer not to look for any kind of buy trades in Aussie dollar and NZDUSD currency pair. Okay. Next one is the NZDUSD 4-hour time frame. I might be interested for sell trade setups or something similar to that. So we will see how it goes. If we get a bullish breakout above 0.6034 level, then obviously I'm going to reanalyze the market. But for the time being, it seems to me NZD is going to drop. Okay, like if we get a break below 0.5996 level, that would be a good level to watch out. Next one is the US dollar Swiss franc currency pair. The way I see, we haven't got the wave 5 over here. I think wave 5 is still going on. We're just getting a pullback, and then market is going to resume the downtrend inside US dollar Swiss franc currency pair. Okay, next one is the 4-hour chart of US dollar Swiss franc. So far we did not get a bullish breakout above 0.7993 area. Okay, so it's a good idea not to look for any kind of trades. Price is trying to go inside a trading range. If you do want to trade, use a sideways trading strategies. If you do not have a trading strategy, check out my website. Okay, next one is the US dollar Swiss franc 1 hour. So I was expecting a drop in price action of US dollar Swiss franc. We got it, then market rallied up after that as well. Next, let us take a look at spot gold. Okay, spot gold, the way I see spot gold is probably going to rise up first and then it's going to drop. What I mean by that is, if you take a look at a 4-hour time frame, we got this bearish trend channel. Let me show you what I mean by that. So if you draw this trend line over here, here's a simple trend channel. These things usually break to the upside. Okay, so as far as the spot gold is concerned, my forecast is bullish. Okay, I expect further upside in XAUUSD pair. The way I see, it's a high probability that spot gold is going to rise up. Okay, next let's take a look at US dollar CAD currency pair daily time frame. The way I see USDCAD is, it's going sideways so far. Just keep going sideways. However, as long as price action is moving inside this yellow colored box, the way I see, market is going to remain inside a trading range. You can play the trading range. Okay, next one, let us take a look at 1-hour time frame. So 1-hour chart of US dollar CAD, it seems to me we got this first leg over here. Okay, and market is going to drop a little bit. Expect some kind of a pullback or a drop, and then price action is probably going to rise up to print the second bullish. So expect a drop in price. In terms of Elliott wave, this is called A, B, and expect a bullish lag wave C inside USDCAD currency pair. Next one is the US dollar JPY currency pair, Japanese yen currency pair. The USDJPY is trying to create a triangle pattern. Okay, the wave count you're asking about, I have uploaded a separate video on my YouTube channel. You can check it out, but let me just briefly discuss it over here. The way I see, I expect this as wave A over here, bullish wave A, wave B. I think we got this wave B, and expect a bullish leg, and that leg is, label this as bullish wave C. The overall trend is up inside spot gold. Okay, the trend is up in spot gold. Okay, let's go back to the US dollar yen currency pair, USDJPY. The way I see, we got this triangle scenario, and this market is probably going to drop, especially if we do get a bearish candlestick close below 142.00 level. This is a round number over here, so it's a high probability that US dollar Japanese yen is going to drop. Okay, it's a high probability, but you need to always keep a plan B, also known as alternative Elliott wave count. Okay, people are saying thank you. Well, you are welcome. In fact, everyone is welcome over here. Okay, so there's a low probability, but this could happen as well. The alternative Elliott wave count suggests that USD yen is going to rise up, and if we do get a bullish leg, it's going to be the last leg, bullish wave C. Okay, so we have already seen wave A, wave B, expect bullish wave C, but it's a low probability. The preferred Elliott wave count suggests that US dollar Japanese yen is most likely going to drop from current levels. Okay, and if you check out the 4-hour time frame, we're getting this kind of a drop over here. Let me show you where this is the support. If I remove all of it, go over to a 1-hour time frame. In fact, we already got this breakdown right over here, so this is telling me that market wants to turn sideways, or at least, you know, looking for some kind of a further weakness in price action of US dollar JPY currency pair. Okay, listen, let me tell you straight, what I'm offering right now is an Elliott wave analysis and forex forecast based on, you know, Elliott wave theory. For trading the market is different, forecasting the market is different. For trading, you need to have some kind of a trading strategy. Okay, if you do not have a trading strategy, check out my website. Go to my website, readyforex.com. I teach different online day trading strategies. The entry, stop loss, and take profit level, that's the minimum you should get with a trading strategy. So you can't just take a trade just because the forecast is telling you to buy here or sell over there. You need a trading strategy. Ideally speaking, you should also incorporate some kind of a money management rules to control the risk in trading. Okay, so regarding the USD JPY currency pair, the way I see market is probably going to drop. So let's see if we do get a drop over here or not. This is the breakdown right over here. Okay, inside US dollar yen currency pair. Okay, next let us take a look at WTI crude oil. Crude oil is trying to provide us a short-term bullish pullback The overall trend is down. It's a bearish trend going on inside WTI crude oil. Okay, I think I have covered of the currency pair. If you have any other currency pair, just type inside the box, and I will try to analyze it for you. So regarding the Aussie, it's going to break higher. It's a high probability that Aussie dollar is going to print a new high, and it's also going to fool a lot of traders. People are going to jump into the market, they are going to buy, and I'm basically expecting a false breakout inside Aussie dollar currency pair. In terms of Elliott wave, this is called an ending diagonal, or you can just use simple technical analysis term. It's just a wedge shape formation. Okay, let's go over to the euro. So euro is also trying to bounce back up over here. Okay, Bitcoin. Okay, what I can do for you is I'm going to create a separate video on Bitcoin, and I will upload it after a few minutes time. Okay. Okay, that's pretty much it for the time being from my side, and that's it from my side. Have a nice day.